Hello and welcome to UFF Russia Football Roundup.
Trust me, we hate you.
Go Portugal!
Ref, he was a bit racist, let's be honest.
Come on, England!
Brodka.
Greatest World Cup memory?
Oh, definitely 1994. Yeah. Well, I think we didn't win the World Cup for such a long time, and our team was not believed, like we wasn't believing that we could win, and we got stronger and stronger and stronger. And Bebeto and Romario, man, that was a team.
2002, absolutely. We were champions in Japan, and I remember because of the time. I mean, it was like afternoon in Japan. In Brazil, it was evening, so we were like watching the games like 3 in the morning. And even though it was like fucking difficult to watch the games, it was so nice, you know, like all the neighbors, you know. So yeah, definitely the World Cup of 2002.
1998, of course, that's the best. We won 3rd place, so that's, I think, for every fan, Croatia team, best year ever.
Well, the worst World Cup memory, I think, was the 2nd one. That was the bad one, and it was on my birthday, 8th of July. I can never forget that.
Where were you when that happened?
I was making a big party celebrating my birthday, and that happened. I don't talk much about that.
Best World Cup memory, Zidane, that headbutt, man, honestly, because that's when I was at the youngest. I remember seeing that. Crazy, bro. I was just, so I'm saying, I was his last World Cup, final and everything there, and I'm just like, he just went nuts, bro.
My one would be Italia 90, taking it way back. England in the quarterfinals against Belgium. Last minute of extra time, ball got dropped in, David Platt on the swivel on the volley, top bins. And I remember that, just sitting at home and my dad going mad and plates and everything going flying and all sorts, and my mum going mad and because he broke the best china and everything. So yeah, they're my memories, man, of the World Cup.
For me, Serbia beating Germany 1-0 in the group stages, 2006.
Hello and welcome to UFF Russia Football Roundup.
Trust me, we hate you.
Go Portugal!
Ref, he was a bit racist, let's be honest.
Come on, England! Hello and welcome to FanPark Live, joined here this evening by my boy Adam. England are currently winning 1-0. 1-0 at the moment. It's been an exhilarating game. There's been violence, there's been poor decisions, penalties, fighting, goals, of course, from Harry Kane. There is 2.5 minutes of normal time to remain. We're anticipating 5 to 6 minutes of added on time. We want to hear from you at full time on 0203 606 0315. What have you made of this game so far, Adam?
It has been a scrap. And you know what, Terry, you made the perfect point. These boys have grown up where? Sterling was in London.
Southeast London,
Southeast London,
Manchester,
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
All these. Look at Jamie Vardy. This guy is still from the ends, and I'm telling you,
people have this. I think people have this impression that English football players are like. Because I think people have this idea that all English people are posh from outside of the UK.
Exactly.
Like these kids can grit. They didn't lose their heads. They fought. They kicked back and they stamped back when they needed to.
Damn right.
And once England started kicking back, it shut the Colombians down.
There we go.
They stopped playing dirty.
I love the fact that there's great leadership in this team as well. Ashley Young, he's what, 31?
No, older than that.
30. However old he's 30 something.
Nice free kick one there.
And
by
you
Harry
can see
Kane.
the leadership. You can see it. It's
Absolutely.
beautiful.
I mean, in terms of England's performance today, the football for a moment, the actual technical stuff, how well do you think, I mean, so far they're winning. This would be the first victory in 12 years at a knockout competition, only the third victory in 28 years in the knockout stages of the World Cup. How impressed have you been with their structure, their play, and their temperament?
Structure has been brilliant. The formation, 3 at the back, is still working. People don't seem to have found an answer to it yet. Yeah, all right. Yeah, sorry. The play, they've passed through Colombia's press. Like, there's been a couple of hairy moments where Harry Maguire's or John Stones has just passed it out. It's literally missed the other player. And you can see the confidence oozing through him. The temperament as well has been extremely brilliant because they haven't got sucked in. They've given it where they can. A couple of players have got yellow cards.
But it's been controlled.
Exactly.
It's like
they haven't.
It's been no worse than anything Colombia have done. So if one guy's been booked, okay, I'll leave my leg trailing, catch with my leg a little bit, a little niggle on the back of the Achilles. You're only going to get booked for that kind of thing.
There you go.
In football. Red cards are very hard to get for violent conduct at this year's World Cup for whatever reason. We've seen it. Well, obviously, we're going to talk about the headbutt a little bit later. Ball crossed into the box by Colombia, overhit.
Ashley Young, honestly.
But Ashley Young has been sensational today. Harry Maguire has been an absolute colossus. He really, really has. Obviously, we'll talk Harry Kane's goal a little bit later as well because we are still watching this live as we speak. But
it's 5 minutes.
5 minutes added on. You mentioned one thing. Opening 10 minutes, Colombia, they were pressing hard, and I was nervous about our back four. And we back three centre backs and our defenders. We did see a mistake a few moments ago from Kyle Walker. We got away with it, but they were pressing us hard, and I was worried. But England passed through that press so brilliantly. After 10 minutes of passing through that press, Colombia stopped pressing.
There you go.
And they sat back, and even though they're 1-0 down, they still haven't had, for me, the cojones to go at England and leave themselves exposed at the back.
They haven't
done it. And for me, they're a team. We saw Tunisia do not quite the same thing, but Tunisia sat back completely in the second half. That nullified us. But Colombia, I'm looking at it thinking they're whipping some balls into the box, but they haven't really given it a go.
No.
Jesus Christ, Henderson was caught late by Cuadrado.
He shouldn't even be on a pitch.
Well, look, I actually think Colombia, you know, they should have been down to at least 10 men. They could have had a couple of players sent off for the way they behaved. Their coach had bumped into Sterling at half-time on the pitch. And they've done that on purpose because, again, they saw England getting into a flow. And the reason why this game hasn't had more goals, the reason that some may say England haven't been brilliant, is the... sorry, a second, there is sound. Stop trolling us. What was I saying?
Oi.
Hang on. Oh. What was I saying? I've lost my.
They haven't attacked. Colombia haven't attacked.
Yeah, they haven't attacked, and they've sat back. But once we passed through their press, that scared them. They couldn't do it anymore. And I've been so impressed with England. Some people may say, "Oh, England haven't played well. They haven't taken their chances." Remember what we were saying in the build-up to this? Colombia are a very good side. There's a lot of people out there, don't underestimate Colombia. They're great. England are going to get beat. The amount of people in our comments, England are going to get beat. What are you getting ahead of yourselves for? And look, we haven't won yet. There is still. Oh. What a save! What a save by Pickford! Yo. Oh my God! Oh, what a save! That is world class. That save. I'm not saying Pickford's world class. The save was. Oh wow!
Keep your heads. Keep your heads.
Concentrate. No holding. Do not give it. The referee will give a penalty away as sure as eggs are eggs. Is the goalie come up? I think Espina's come up. Espina has come up.
Oh, he's tiny.
Let's defend.
Away it goes. Shit.
Oh, it's a goal. Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Extra time coming now, ladies and gentlemen. Colombia, well done for getting the goal. Gutting. Absolutely gutting. Wow. Well, look, we've got to get our heads back together now. We've been the better team for the majority of this game. Yep, they've scored last minute. These things happen in football. These things happen. So unlucky. Just... Do you know what I really feel sorry for there? Pickford. Yeah. Do you know why? Because he pulled off one of the best saves of the World Cup, and then we can see from the resulting corner. Gutting.
This guy scored 3 goals from corners now. Yerry Mina.
Gutting for England. Look, and I know there's people in the comments that don't like England that are laughing. Doesn't take away anything from the performance from England. Let's get that right. We're not out either. There's extra time to come. We're also going to bring you that extra time now. Like we actually said we shouldn't go live till after the game, didn't we? We're going to bring you extra time now. It's going to be a watch along. Let's go England. That's all I can say. Look, let's not get downhearted. We have been the better team in this game. We have been the better team. We've still got 1 substitution left, and you get an extra substitution in extra time there anyway. So Rashford will definitely be coming on the pitch very soon. And Mina, he's had a great game at the back, and we said defensively, Colombia have been brilliant. I was saying England have been great up until conceding that goal.
He looks hurt though.
But here we go. But he's been running weird all game.
I think he's hurt himself.
But has he been booked already? Because he jumped in. I don't want to see a man get sent off again into the crowd. It's the World Cup. You're happy you've scored. And it's the last minute equaliser. But I'm just glad it wasn't Barros who should have been sent off.
Yeah, that's so
but he has hurt himself, but I don't care. Like let's play on. I think they've got about 2 minutes on extra to this added time now because England have got to keep their heads because you don't want to concede a goal now and go out. You don't want to go out now, England, after the way you've played.
Oh, that is jarring. It's all right. Come on, England. Come on.
I know it is jarring, but we can do this.
He's in pain.
But we can do this. We can do this. Momentum.
I can't lie. Colombia. Nah. You know what? I'm not even doing it. Not even putting that into not even putting that into the atmosphere.
No, look, at the end of the day, we've sat back in the last this is natural. You sit back, you try and defend the lead. Yeah. We defended it well. That corner came from a world-class shot that was saved. They scored from a set piece. Look, we've seen lots of people score from set pieces. The rough and tumble of holding on to people that used to stop a lot of goals going in, it's gone. Right? We played well for 99.9% of this game. Get that into your heads.
There we go.
And let's go again,
England. Go again. We go again.
What we can't do is, because what you now will see from Colombia is they're not going to go back to the dark arts. They've had too many men on yellow cards. You're not going to want to get a man sent off.
Of course not.
I think we've got to go and try and bring Rashford on, though.
You've got to bring game changers on.
Yeah, Rashford needs to come onto this football pitch.
Or can we make it? Oh, he's not off. That's handball.
They look like handball. But here we go.
Nah, winners. Well done.
That's it, Maguire. Oh. Okay. When you do watch songs, he's like, well done to someone, then that happens. Colombia coming forward here.
Yeah, good foul.
Good tackle. Oh, he tackled him.
Nah.
Cuadrado, you're a mug, mate. You're a mug, bruv. Come on, we've got to slow this down. We don't need to keep going long like that. Don't need to keep going long like that.
Yo, this game is mad.
So a few people in the comments saying bottle job. I wouldn't say England have bottled anything.
Nah.
I don't think they have.
Nah.
Extra time, here we go. Let's do this.
Listen.
It's a little gutting not to win our first game. If we are to qualify, we now have to do it in extra time or pen. Oh, Jesus.
I don't want to do it. I
don't want to do penalties, man. Why does a little break, though? Let's discuss it. Look, Colombia, fair play to them to come back into the game. I think what does need to be addressed, though, is, you call it the dark arts. For me, I think the referee lost control of that game for 15-20 minutes.
Yep.
Should have been a red card in the first half for Barros. No doubt about that headbutt for me. Stone cold red card. You've had the coach barging Raheem Sterling on the sidelines. You've had Falcao screaming in the referee's face. There's been elbows in backs. There's been late tackles, late fouls, rugby tackles in fouls when we've had corners and stuff. And look, Colombia needed to do that. And this is what England fans need to take away from this, whatever happens, is they have had to do that to keep up with us. And I thought England did tremendously well not to get pulled into any traps. But what it did do, and Ian Wright said this at half-time, and he was so right, and these guys know football, and Gary Neville said the same thing, and we all trust Gary Neville's analysis, generally speaking, is that they want to break the game up, because if you let England get into a flow of their game, they were starting to open the team up.
That's it.
So they did it, and it's a tactic of football. What you need on your side at that time is for the referee to come in and stop it. If Barros gets sent off for the headbutt, there is the dirtiness stops instantly.
Nip it in the bud.
Because he got away with it, and because there was Cuadrado's needless barge on Harry Maguire, the coach hitting somebody, because everyone's just getting yellow cards or just being told to stop. It encourages more people to do it because you can keep pushing your limit. You push your limit. There's a great example in tennis. You're not serious. What was his name? John McEnroe.
Yeah.
So what he used to do is you would get up to it was like you got 3 warnings and then you were told you were suspended from a game. So he would get his first warning, second warning, and then he'd get his 3rd warning, then he'd stop. But his 3rd warning was he'd refuse to come off the bench. So he'd be losing a game. He'd get up to his 2nd warning. He'd get his 3rd warning. He'd sit. You know when they have the bit where they sit and eat a banana and drink. He'd sit there and they'd go game time to get back up, and he'd sit there. He'd sit there. He'd sit there for so long that the other guy was like, "What's going on?" Like sometimes it'd be there. It felt like 10 minutes, and then they gave him. And then they'd give him his third one. Next time you break a rule on the court, you're out. Then he'd get up. The other guy had gone a bit cold, lost his mind. He knew what he was doing. He'd come out and then get back in the lead and win games.
Yeah.
When McEnroe got caught out, is they changed the rule and he didn't know about it, where it was 3rd time you got the 3rd thing was straight out. It wasn't 3rd then out. It was. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But that was his tactic, and that's all they've done here in a different way on the football pitch. They have gone right. We need to nullify England, so we foul them, we hurt them, we slow the game down, we make things bitty, and they grab the last-minute equaliser. So for them, it has worked absolutely perfectly.
Like a charm.
England now need to find their heads. It's as simple and straightforward as that. Let's see what some of these live comments here are saying from people.
What headbutt? The gentle tap.
Listen, anyone who's claiming it wasn't a headbutt or a red card, I'm actually not giving them any. If anyone phones up, they'll get cut off, because for me, this isn't about being biased. You know, if an England player did that, I would be saying he needs to be sent off. If an England player dived, I'd say he dived. He should be booked, suspended. We're unbiased here on the FanPark Live. So if you say it wasn't a headbutt, you're being disingenuous, and I just do not want to hear from you. We're not going to air your views. Simple as that. To be honest, England played okay, but it wasn't an amazing performance.
Listen, I think he's fair. I think he's not wrong. I do think England have played better football in terms of interchanging moves and stuff in the tournament, but I think it's the pressure of the game and what it means.
Yeah, of course.
The team is young itself.
Absolutely, and that's what's difficult now. And this is where the team needs to find its head again, because they haven't been at this stage. Very few of these players, if any, have been at this point in a World Cup game, and there is a mental issue there. On top of that, I'll go back to the point about Colombia breaking the game up. That's what really slowed things down for me, and it stopped England from getting into a flow. However, that's part and parcel of football. And what England did great to get back into it was, right, we're going to kick you about a bit as well. Rather than losing their heads and not concentrating, or doing something stupid like punching someone and getting sent off, they just did niggly stuff back and then it all slowed down. That's what they had to do. So look, fair play. You know, someone said that was Colombia's first corner, and fair play to it as well. That shows how well England played defensively until that point. And again, for me, I always say this: like 1 second for me doesn't. It defines a result, it doesn't define a performance. And a performance and a result can be 2 different things. You've had many games where you've seen your team play brilliantly and lose. You've seen many games where your team have been battered off the park and they pick up a win.
That's it.
Doesn't take away from the performance, the result. So England's performance I've been happy with. Quality of football needs to be better. But I think this is the stepping stone. You win, you get through this game, we know we can win a knockout game. And it's the mentality thing there. Fair play to Colombia, like we're praising Colombia here. Well done on their corner. Well done at stopping England.
Listen, if I'm Colombia tonight, I'm proud of my boys.
Of course you are.
They have done me so proud.
From a Colombian point of view, you have to do whatever possible to stop your opponents from playing.
That's it.
And if they went toe to toe with us, they know they would have got taken apart. And they know that because even when they were 1-0 down, they never went crazy. And you know what? It worked out perfect for them. They never went at us crazy because they didn't want to leave themselves exposed, because they know how good England will be if there's space. So that is your testament to how good England are at going forward. However, we now need to find our heads. Extra time's just started.
Come on.
We're not just going to sit here and click the mouse for the next 30 minutes. We will talk to you all. But remember, at full time or after penalties, 0203 606 0135. We won't be going on for ages afterwards, because I do actually have to get home. I live like 2.5 hours away from here. So unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
England.
What is the time now anyway?
No.
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Terry, what time?
I've got loads of time.
You
It's
got
early still.
time.
See what Twitter's saying here.
Oh,
Feeling a bit nervous though, bruv.
Yeah. It's all right to be nervous though. Nerves are good for the soul.
They are good for the soul.
I've seen people insulting Pickford as well. Let's have it right. He made a
man just pulled off one of the best saves of the world. Oh, it's got to go. He's got to go. He's got to go for that. He has to be sent off. That was nasty.
Back pocket ref.
Nasty.
Back pocket.
Nasty.
Back pocket.
Nasty referee. He went in. I swear he went in. Studs raised 2 feet. Oh, that's nasty. You can't do that in football anymore.
And he's pretending.
And he's booked.
As well.
That's Barros. He's booked. He's booked. He's got to go. Ooh. He's got to go.
Ashley Young's one ain't great though.
Yeah, but he's give the foul our way. He's got to be sent off.
Ref, what are you saying?
He's got to be sent off.
Ref, what are you saying?
That is a yellow card if I've ever seen one in my life. And he's already been booked. How is that? How is he still on the pitch?
He's got away with it.
He's got away with it. Fucking re.
He's got away with it.
His studs were showing. He's given the foul England's way, and he hasn't booked him. Oh my God, the same guy with the headbutt. Sorry, I'm really sorry. This is corrupt. Corrupt.
Say it. Tell it how it is, mate.
Why don't they want to send anyone off?
Nah, that's not a foul.
Why don't they want to send anyone? That is disgusting.
Oh, bro.
Colombia counter-attack here.
Well
Well
done.
done. Walker, I think it was Walker that come back.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, why has he not been sent off?
It's an American ref.
Look at these people here. No, Terry, nah.
Shut up,
Best
Michael
referee.
Duffy. Shut up.
These people are just haters, man. They are so... What's it when you hate a nation? Is it xenophobic?
It is.
It's xenophobic towards England.
To your own fans. Can you imagine? Your own team, your own nation. Jeez.
Well, I'm sorry, but that's a yellow card. People were given, like, think about some of the yellow cards given in the second half.
Exactly.
I'm not saying...
For shouting at a referee, and that's not a yellow, you idiot.
No, shouting at a referee not a yellow, but some of Lingard's yellow card, as an example. Stones' yellow card.
Foul.
They were no worse than that one. He has bottled it. And do you know what's going to happen? They're going to make another sub in a minute. It'll be him that comes off. Oh, typical. I'm sorry, but the guy headbutted someone, then he comes in for a late tackle, over the ball, stud showing, no yellow card. Should be off the pitch. Disgusting.
Mad. Yeah, that's a foul. That's fine.
Yeah,
oh, it's getting ropey. It's getting... The thing is, you know what? I think sometimes these refs, the pressure just gets too much for them. I think, you know that Lingard yellow card, he only did it to try and balance things out, even to play out, and it's a shame. Because now... Yeah, now he's not even going to be willing to give... What's his name? Barros. It's just... it's poor. It's poor. It's poor refereeing.
Yeah, it really is, mate. Like, for me, like, I kind of... You know, you sit here and try and be unbiased. I am being unbiased. I'm not saying that because he's playing England. I would say that if this was the game last night. And I say that you've sat there and watched numerous games of me when my teams have not been involved. And I'd be saying for the same thing to happen.
Maybe just not as passionate.
No, there wouldn't be the passion because I want England to win and Man United to win, respectively. But the fact remains, the guy's headbutted someone and then gone over the ball in a tackle. And that's the irony of it, right? When you leave a man on a pitch like that, when you lose control of the game, when you give out needless yellow cards, you end up in a situation where someone like that's allowed to stay on the football pitch. And you're not allowed... The thing is, you don't want to see people sent off sometimes in games because it can ruin a spectacle. However, rules and laws are there for a reason.
And the thing is, that guy that was saying that he gave him a light tap on his chest or whatever.
Doesn't matter.
It's the intent. It's the intention behind what he did. He was looking to try and hurt Henderson. Oh, get rid. No foul.
Oh, shit. Well done, Stonesy.
No.
That's it. If in doubt, get it out, mate. Well played there. 5 minutes in to add extra time here.
Right. James Rodriguez ain't playing.
Honestly, I've said this before when it comes to watching England play football. I have never seen so much hate towards a nation in my life. I'm actually staggered by it.
Yeah.
Like
I think we know the reasons why, though. Like, partially because of historic reasons, but also because I think people have like this perception about England fans, and then they associate that with English football. And it's also, you know how English teams, English Premier League is meant to be the best. I think all of that is just jumbled up, and people just want to get us back when it comes to playing.
But all of those things is what I turn around and say. Like, I have this general rule in life to not generalize. And it's like, I always get confused how, like, you're not allowed to... Certain groups, certain people, certain fractions, you're not allowed to generalise for no reason. But yet other people you're allowed to generalise on. And oh, wow. Great goalkeeping there by Pickford.
Jordan Pickford.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah,
like, and that's the train of thought I have. For me, like, I won't generalise somebody over the colour of their skin, their nationality. I won't even generalise somebody in real life over the job they do. Like, I'll literally apply that rule to everything. Like, if someone's a police officer or a traffic warden or they're... Or they're a nurse. Like,
nah, traffic wardens can get it.
No, but you know, I get what you're saying. But like individuals that do stuff to you, but as a general rule, like I'm not gonna hate the whole group of them just because, and that's my point. But as an Englishman, I find it hard because I look at it like I know a lot of England fans because I know a lot of English people, and the majority of them are good people. And it's like to see a whole nation disliked because of maybe the actions of a few or something that somebody did 300 years ago. I just sort of sit there and think to myself, bit harsh. But at the end of the day, I kind of like the siege mentality as well. Like when we do win, it's not we don't win a lot. It's nice, but
I think there's protected groups now. Like some people are gonna get favourable treatment. what do they call it? Positive discrimination, and others are not. I think that's just again, it's people trying to redress the balance because it's been in the favour of some people.
I get all of that, and I don't even think it's overly a political thing. I'm talking more of a sport thing. I think the Premier League has a big thing to do with it, and the English players within that. And then I think there's also the tribalism. So every English player out here on the field, I think it is more football based than it is political. Generally speaking, there's some that it's not, but I think generally it's more football based than political. Because out there on the pitch tonight, like I felt like from a lot of Arsenal fans during this World Cup, there's been a lot of salt towards this England squad. Like I've seen on social media, I've seen a lot from Arsenal fans, and like whenever I get whenever I see like a message, I think, oh, why doesn't he think it's a red card, or why does he think it was a penalty, or why is Harry Kane rubbish? I look at it and I would say a good 70-80% that I look at. Referee's blowing the whistle. It's fine.
Oh my god.
A good 70 to 80%. I've seen Arsenal badges. Now I'm not saying that's all Arsenal. I'm saying, but I've seen a lot from Arsenal.
Yeah,
fans, what I'm pointing out, and that's because again they either don't have a lot of players within the setup. I think there's a lot of anguish about the Jack Wilshere, although Jack Wilshere's not an Arsenal player anymore. It's one of them things.
Fenerbahce.
Is that where he's gone?
Yeah, man.
I didn't even see that. Do you know what? The World Cup's been so crazy. There's so much news I have missed. It's been so buried.
Mahrez, Man City.
Yeah, that's gone through. I'm gonna do a video on that later. City, I said to everyone the other day, right? Everyone's talking about like Man United, Liverpool, all these teams have got to catch City. I was like, you do realise City have spent between 100 to 200 million pound more than all the other top 6 sides, and they're going to outspend them all again this summer anyway.
Jeez.
Like, and people keep talking like, I thought it was going to be a good ball, and that weren't. A speed of checking the ball there.
He's
Go on,
cocky,
boy.
bro.
Go on, boy.
Why can't you do that for Arsenal though? Stupid boy.
There we go.
Stupid. Americans call it soccer. It's true. How you gonna have a? I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna do it.
In fairness, I'm starting to see a lot more Americans now that watch football. Like I say, they watch the MLS, they watch the Premier League, they watch Champions, and they know their stuff. I've seen a lot more refer to it as football. I'm seeing a lot more the word football being used.
Yeah.
But when they had the World Cup, that's going to be so interesting. Although you do know that it was England that invented the word soccer. We called it soccer first. The original game of football in England was rugby, because rugby is called rugby football.
Oh yeah, RFC. Yeah.
So rugby was initially football and soccer was soccer, and then I don't know quite when it changed. I don't know the history that well, but I remember listening to a guy give a talk about it, and football was always referred to, it was always rugby football, and then it was soccer, and then they turned it around. I mean, it makes more sense for football to be called football because you predominantly play it with your thing. But then obviously when Americans picked up the game, we were calling it soccer. We changed the name of it. The Americans didn't.
Yeah, we moved on.
That's handball. It's an handball.
The ref ain't gonna give them ones, mate.
Don't foul him there. Well done, Youngie.
Good. I'm telling you, man of the match. Hey,
I
the
didn't know
concentration's going, you know.
Do you know
Come on,
what?
boys.
There's a bit that momentum. That goal is spurred Colombia on, where England are like, because England were a minute away from going through, and it might take the first half of extra time to get over that.
Come on.
Which is why I was never a fan of golden goal, because if your team conceded late in the game, like mentally, it was almost like hard to pick yourself up instantly from it. It's a bit like if England went 1-0 up now and then conceded right at the end of the second half of extra time, went to penalties, I'd be really worried about us. But if we got the equaliser for penalties, I'd be like, right, because we're in the positive mindset. Like mentality has such a big thing to do with this.
It does.
And this is where like England have just got to play nice and build up. Oh, Lingard. That was poor.
I can't lie, if it was any other nation though that got beaten by a sucker punch golden goal like Germany or something, I would not care one bit.
You don't.
One bit.
Do you know what? I didn't like golden. I didn't like how the game. I don't like a game to abrupt end. I don't like abrupt endings. I like knowing it's coming to an end. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like the one thing I don't like about American sports is when it goes into like overtime and the first scorer wins. I'm like, oh,
sugar.
Like I don't like that. That's got to be a corner, hasn't it? Way Pickford went after it. Yeah, it is.
Oh no.
I don't think I've got.
Where have they got this second win from?
Equalising, mate. Mentality.
Oh.
Are you sure? Why did Kyle Walker go with his arm in the air like that? He's lucky he didn't give away a penalty.
I'm telling you.
You do. This is where these England players got to be careful. You give away a silly penalty now when we go out, the nation won't be proud of you as an individual. They'll kill you.
Aye, please, Harry. I don't like the way you're using your hands.
It's so hard to defend corners now. You can't hold anyone, man.
That's what I'm saying. Please, be careful. Oh, thank God. Okay. All right.
You know what was really frustrating about it? Mina's header as well. It went into the ground, if it went nearer to the goal, Trippier clears it with his legs.
Yep.
If he gets a bit more on it, it would have bounced and gone over. Like, it literally,
was
bounced.
perfect.
Considering Trippier's about 3 foot tall, it literally bounced in just the wrong place for him. Do you know what I mean? If there was a tall guy on the post, we don't.
Yeah.
It literally just that. But that's the inches, man. You ever watch the film Any Given Sunday?
No.
With Al Pacino. You never seen that film?
No.
Gotta watch it.
Am I missing out?
Mate, it's one of the. I think Ashley Young's coming off for.
Gotta be Rose.
Hey, old Matt. Yeah.
But that's a pen taker as well, though.
Ashley Young's not a good penalty taker,
Really?
bruv. Like, I've seen him in a couple of proper penalty shootouts for Man United. I've seen him miss. He missed for England in Euro 2012 as well, I think.
Why do I feel like he'd be a really good penalty taker?
He used to take penalties at Aston Villa when you probably saw him take more, and he was good.
Okay.
But in penalty shootouts, I think he's missed in 2 shootouts for Man United. One might have been a real game. One may have been a pre-season friendly, and he missed in Euro 2012, so I'm not really that concerned about that. But man's old as well, and he's played in that overround, like, he's tired now. He needs those young legs. So I think that leaves us one more sub. I would like to see Rashford come on.
Just on penalty takers, though.
Yeah.
Who would you have as your 5?
On this, out of these guys, Harry Kane.
Number 1.
Straight away, Harry Kane. I would have Vardy as a penalty taker. He takes them for Leicester.
He smashes the eye. Jamie Vardy.
We are looking really poor at the minute.
Yeah, see if we get there.
I'd probably... Do you know what? I'd have Jordan Henderson take one.
Okay.
I trust him. He's a good passer.
That wasn't a foul. That wasn't a foul. That wasn't a foul.
Trust him. So Jordan Henderson, Harry Kane, Vardy.
3.
I'd bring Rashford on to take one.
Okay. Oh, sir.
Yeah, but not just to take one. I'd bring him on for the last 15 minutes. I'd bring him on for the second half of extra time, fresh legs anyway.
Okay.
Do you know, I'm tempted to say John Stones.
Hey, sorry, I don't know about that, you know.
I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking about people that can pose on the ball.
Yeah, I get you, but...
The person I don't want taking one is Jesse Lingard.
Nah, sorry, no, not him. Harry Maguire, surely. You would... Yo.
They're starting to whip these balls into the box too much now, Colombia.
What's that?
My mate in a pub.
What's that, the pen?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, football's still coming home. Don't worry about that. It's coming home. Ain't that right, Javern? No? Okay.
Javern, I'm sending you a video someone sent through.
He's not listening to me. He's not happy. Because Vicky Mo's not playing.
Javern's just chilling. Like, this is the easiest show ever for Javern. It's getting sloppy now from England. It's getting really sloppy. And that's what we spoke about before this half began. We've lost our heads conceding that goal. And we haven't refound ourselves. Gareth Southgate, we've got to try and get through these last minute or so of this first half. And because right now, we are playing poorly. We are playing very poorly right now. We're not getting the ball down. We're not playing.
Nah. We're letting them have it.
We've been better than them for 93 minutes.
Yep.
And it's that we need to get that mentality back.
Come on, England.
But this is sport, mate. This is sport, and it's never a foregone conclusion.
Never.
Nothing's ever over.
You're right,
mate, I've seen football matches. I mean, I've seen boxing fights, right? I watched a boxing fight not long ago. I even think it was Fraud Lee Harrison, right? I shouldn't call him that. It knocked me out. But he literally got battered for 11 rounds. He was getting battered in the 12th, and he caught a man with a left hook, literally with 10 seconds to go, and knocked the guy spark cold. He wins the fight. I mean, he wasn't the better boxer, but he won the fight. And that's what's happening here right now.
Yo.
England have boxed perfectly all game, and they've been caught right at the end, and now their legs are gone.
Nah, not with crosses like that.
No, not at all with crosses
Sucker.
like that. I'm just not as confident as you.
Nah, come on, man. Football's coming home.
You see what people are saying. All England players are not good penalty takers, apart from Kane.
Shut up.
England are on the ropes. That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah,
England getting really tired now. They struggle to block Colombia's counter-attacks.
Sterling would miss the penalty. Yeah, I think he would.
Well, Sterling's off, so...
I think he would.
You know when people get annoyed about you saying football's coming home, right?
Yeah.
Are people not gathered yet that everyone's just saying that it's a bit of fun?
It literally is,
like,
bro.
I can't believe that. And this is like, England get a lot of hate because they do think like the nation's doing that and everyone's having a laugh. But it's like none of it. We all dream. Of course, we want it to happen. But we all kind of know, even if we win this, even if we beat Sweden, even if we beat Russia or Croatia in the semis, we still know it's probably not going to come home because you've got to get past either Brazil or France or Belgium. So we kind of know it's not, if that makes sense. But you hope it does. And why do people get so frustrated? Is that another foul on one of our players? Who's this though?
It is.
And Backer's booked.
It is. Nice. Muriel. He came on the... Hey, Trippier. He knows he's bought a foul there. I love that.
I love I love Southern Americans.
That is a.
Yeah. I love Southern Americans that get angry about diving. Like, they brought that culture to our game, and they did Southern America and parts of the sort of Latin Europe. They brought it into the English game, and we struggled for many years to cope with it in terms of I remember Ruud Gullit talking about it, saying that in lots of countries in Europe and in Latin America, diving is considered an art. It's not considered cheating. Yeah. So when we see Neymar rolling around, the Brazilians are like, yo,
well done.
And maybe that's changing slightly because I think European football now dominates the culture globally a bit more. But that's why I don't, so for me, you know me and my rules on diving, I don't like it.
I know.
But what annoys me more than diving is the way all teams cry about diving when all teams dive.
What about yesterday though? Neymar did get stamped on.
Yes.
So
should be a red card, said it. Yeah.
But he's got a lot of backlash of people saying that he shouldn't have been rolling around the way that he did.
Because again, it goes back to my rule, what I would do. I would VAR it, and VAR is a very good way of doing this. My VAR would be, right, cool, you're off, you're booked for simulation. Because it didn't hurt you that much. No, because it didn't hurt. The thing is, if you see a football player literally hurt, like they've really hurt themselves, they lay still on the floor, no one moves. Yeah. Right? So the man rolling around, screaming.
I remember when Seamus Coleman broke his leg, he tried to put it back in place. It's true. It's true.
You lay there. And the only time I've seen someone actually hurt when they got up was when Jamie Carragher went. He went right into the shin of Lewis Nani, and Lewis Nani chased after the rest to show him his leg, and all the Liverpool players and then he fell down again and went, oh, my leg. But he did have 17 stitches in it afterwards. Right. However, because he got up and showed the ref, everyone went mad at him saying you couldn't have been that hurt. And then my mate did make a point. My mate was watching, but yeah, bro, I got stabbed 6 times and walked to the hospital. I was like, jeez. But as a general, when you're hurt, like your knee's gone, your ligaments are gone, you lay still, your leg break, you lay there, and you see the players, they don't move really. Yeah. They're just like, so when a player rolls around that much, you know they're not that hurt. If the man really stamped on you and broke your leg like that, you'd be laying still. So I would book them for simulation because they're exaggerating, but I would send the guy off for stamping. And that way, you tackle both of these criminal acts in football. And I call them criminal because they are fraudulent.
It's a bit harsh.
Nah.
It's a bit harsh.
Nah. How else are you going to stamp it out?
Pardon the pun.
Hey. But then there's also this part of me, right? Like, I never did this at Sunday League. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, see? Come on. Tell the truth.
So for me, like, if I had a player, like, if I saw someone diving on a pitch and play acting and I got booked, I'd kind of let it go because I'm on the pitch. If I got sent off a few times and the guy, I barely touched the guy. So I would stamp on them or hit them as hard as I could before leaving the pitch because I was like, well, if you're going to act hurt, I'll give you something to be hurt about. I'm sent off anyway. You remember when the best thing Joey Barton ever did for me in football was when he got sent off against City and then he beat them all up. Because I was like, at least you're already sent off. Do you get what I mean?
10-match ban.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But that's the irony of it. They give you a ban for like violent conduct when you push someone in the face. But if you punch someone and knock them out, like initially, it's still free game ban. It's only if you react after being sent off they extenuate the ban. So don't just, if you're gonna get sent off and push someone in the face, knock them out.
Bang him.
At least they can't carry on the game. Yeah. Like when Drogba got sent off for doing that to Vidic, chin him. I'm not saying don't chin Vidic. I love Vidic, but chin him. You're getting sent off anyway.
Who'd win a fight though, Vidic or Drogba?
Do you know what? Do you know what that would be? No, do you know what that would be? That would be, right, if they had a 12-round fight, that'd be one of those fights, at the end, they'd both just be like coming in with their arms down, faces bleeding, like, ooh, ooh. And then they become lovers or best friends afterwards.
Yeah.
It would be...
I hate that in boxing though. Why? When they're talking smack all the way before.
Have you ever had a fight?
Me?
No, a fight. Have you ever had
a professional fight?
Yeah, or a controlled... Lingard! Oh,
no.
Bobby! Oh, flag's gone up anyway, wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, have you ever had a controlled fight?
Nah.
So I've done points fighting. I've done I've done a bit of full contact, done some Thai boxing. Before the fight, like I never had a big fight where I knew who the guy was 12 weeks in advance. I never got to that level. I never wanted to get to that level. But you have fights, you go to tournaments, and you fight people, and sometimes they're from like a rival club, or I thought with Team GB, you might fight someone who's like from another country, like, yeah, I want to beat him. But because it's controlled and there's rules, like I always found when I got off the mats, even if I got beat bad, if I won, whatever it was, you've got a respect for that guy because it's like mono in mono, me versus you. We're going to stick to the rules of the fight, but we're going to fight hard, we're going to hit hard, we're going to do it.
Even if he's been talking rubbish
Yeah,
before.
It don't matter about that because the talking rubbish is one, to sell the fight, and two, it's to try and get in the other guy's head to try and win the fight.
Yeah.
So Michael Page, who someone I grew up watching fight, I know him and his family fairly well. I haven't seen him for many years, but I know Michael Page. It's getting really strong at the back. He acts the way he acts in press conferences. He's flash, he's brash, and a lot of people go, he's an idiot. If you know Michael, he's one of the sweetest men you could know. He behaves like that on fights. No, he is, but he behaves like that on fight nights to wind the other guy up. Because if he makes you start telegraphing punches, if he makes you lose a lot of negative energy, he's going to win easier. It's a tactic. That's all it comes down to. Like Tony Bellew is one of the best trash talkers I've seen in boxing.
I love that guy, you know?
Because he makes me angry. I want Tony Bellew to win, but he makes me angry against him. And I'm not even like, but I want him to win. I'm like, oh, you're annoying me, Tony. But if he's getting under my skin, imagine what he's doing to the guy he's fighting.
It's his accent as well, bruv. Aye.
Oh, unlucky. We've got no one following up though, man. We've got
Premier
so
League.
negative.
Chase
that back.
Chase that.
Chase the spinner. We know he ain't that good.
See what I mean?
Shooting guard. He's on.
Gone. Lick it, bruv.
They have blocked nearly everything we have gone in to do
They've
tonight.
defended excellently.
Yeah. So look, that's my thing with fighting. So I think you go in there, you have the fight, you respect the guy after, because in fighting, right, in boxing, MMA, a lot of people die, you know. Like every year, people die in those sports.
They die?
Yeah, die.
Uh-oh.
Well done, Pickford. Manuel Neuer.
Yeah.
Neuer would get praised for that. Just doing that, though.
Of course you. Pickford saving pens.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no!
I don't even want to think about penalty, bruv. I'm just really scared. But at least we've created a few little chances recently.
Yeah.
We just got to try and get the ball under a bit. Like we've been so poor in possession the whole extra time, really. But yeah, it's one of those things. Like if you just search it, like maybe not the highest level, because at the highest level the fighters are better. They tend to protect themselves better.
How are you dying in MMA though?
Because you got to think they're like 4-ounce gloves, bruv. It's not that far from. Trust me.
Listen, I don't know anything about MMA.
You're not talking. You're talking. It's not quite bare knuckle. But the ferocious power these guys hit with, that's bare. But you can get kicked with the shin and the knee, bare. Like, I'm telling you, a knee to the head's harder than any punch. So Michael Pedro mentioned he kneed a guy in the head in an MMA fight. The guy's whole skull caved in at the front. And he didn't die, but at lower levels where they may not have the right level of doctors. So what you're talking about fighting is two men go into the ring. And for me, the reason I didn't want to become a pro fighter, I wasn't good enough initially. Like, I knew I wasn't good enough. Like, I started doing some full contact fighting and I was like, I'm okay. I'll win club level fights. I'll lose some or whatever. But I was like, I don't want to go to that next level because these guys are really good. But the coach I was training with at the time was like, you have to be prepared to die. What do you mean? He says, because he goes, I remember saying, I was 18. I was like, what do you mean? He goes, well, you could have a guy who gets you grounded on the floor and he's pounding you while you're unconscious in the head. You can't even block him. You might get 4 or 5 big licks. He goes, you could. He goes, if you go in that ring and you're not prepared for it, and the guy you're fighting is, you get really hurt. And that scared me. I was like, yeah, I wasn't prepared to.
Right, that's true.
But honestly, like every time a fighter goes into the ring, they can die. And people get, every year they get, and some don't always die, but there's blood clots. Like the injuries that come with it are, and the risks are huge. Go on, Vardy, chase it down, big man.
Vardy. Yes, Vardy, come on. That's what you.
That's a foul.
Referee.
Oh, he didn't give it again.
Oh, referee.
But yeah, man, like fighting's so I can understand when two guys go in the ring and they give it hell for leather. Afterwards, there's a respect because you've had the balls to come in the ring with me. You know, you've obviously helped me earn a lot of money, and then it's a respect thing. Like most sports, so you do that afterwards. Most sports, you finish and you shake hands and you're friendly afterwards. It's only generally football you see where there's a lot of stick and needle afterwards.
You know what? It's people like flipping Derek Chisora. And who did he fight where he was like, he glassed me,
That was David Haye.
Yeah.
That was in David. So yeah, they had that big bust up. And they're still not good of friends now. But after the fight where David Haye sparked him, they were like, cool. Like, because it's done then. And it's a bit like, look, back in the day, before knife crime and gun crime become a big thing in England, like two blokes had a problem. They'd have a leveler outside with their fist, one-on-one, no friends jumping in. And I remember speaking to like my dad's generation and that they'd be like, yeah, you have fisticuffs, as they would call it. Or you have a scrap with someone. And then you might both go back in the pub afterwards and have a beer with each other and say it's sorted now, it's done. Like the feud's over.
Play him.
Oh, I love it. Go on, Vardy. Oh.
Jamie. Handball.
See, we're not committing anyone into the box now. Like we've kind of gone like they were.
Yeah.
Carl Walker's got an injury here. But yeah, mate, like that's the thing. Like I think, you know, the things have changed now. Like for me, like you don't even have that anymore. You can't even get into a one-on-one fight these days on the road. Like, you know, man's got friends that are jumping in.
Yeah.
And if you've got, see, I've got a few of my mates are really unlucky because they've got what I call really rubbish. One of my mates, he's a good guy I work with, but he says straight, his friends are just horrible. He got into a scrap. Some guy like touched up his girlfriend, right? And he went outside to have a fight with this guy. And he walked out. His friend said, "Yeah, let's do it." He got outside. This guy was there with all his mates. He turned around, all his mates weren't there because none of them wanted to like get into a scrap. And that's cool when it's your friend. Like his friend didn't know with him. And I said, "What did you do?" He says, "I didn't quite do this, but it felt like I just like." It goes, "I basically like just rolled up in a ball and took it." Because he went, he was like, "I didn't even want to throw one punch because if I'm open, I might get hit by 3 or 4." And he said, "I took a paste in. My missus was just crying, and then I went back in." He goes, "The worst bit was my mates had excuses. Oh, I went to the toilet first because I didn't."
That's
and it was all
dead,
this nonsense.
man.
But I had a mate who did that one.
Whoa.
They didn't score, did they?
He's just annoyed. He's annoyed.
All right, mate.
Hey, bruv, you
Calm
scared
down,
me. You
Javon.
made me think that they
I thought
scored,
maybe our
bruv.
delay was really far behind.
Oi! There were a lot of expletives. Javon's not happy.
I don't want to. Oh! You've got to stop because you're in front of us. Please stop. Come in here and watch it with us, Javon.
Oh, mate. Oh, it's so close.
But yeah, like, I don't, you know, I had a mate once, right? So we were younger, and my brother and his mates were having a scrap with another guy and his mates. And it was nothing like, this was like in Essex, there was no weapons, no knives, nothing like this. It was fists, right? And we had this mate, I'm not going to name him because he is a good mate, but he's...
Nah, say his first
No, I won't do that because if anyone, people are watching on like my Facebook and stuff and they know this guy. Rashford's coming on, Walker's coming off.
Rashford?
Walker looks injured. So he said, I'm going to go back in the pub. All right, he said, I'm going back into the pub. He was like, I'm going to grab my wallet or I'm going to grab something and I'm with you boys. And he was like, yeah, I'm on it. He won that. But he went in one entrance of the pub, right? So he went through the entrance. He walked through the pub. We didn't know this. Someone told us after. And he went out the back entrance, went to the bus stop, got a bus and went home, right? And everyone was raging because it was like, they didn't even need them. The fight didn't even happen. So it all got broken up. It was like squaring up and all this. It all got broken apart. But it was like, where's so-and-so? They went back in the pub. And then everyone was like, oh, what if other mates of his see him in the pub and beat him up, right? And everyone went back inside the pub. Have you seen him? Have you seen him? Have you seen him? Oh, yeah, he left. He said bye to us all when he went out that door. And it was, and do you know what it is? Like, as we've got older, we realised, you know, he doesn't like fighting, doesn't like street fighting, doesn't want to get involved. And there's no issue with that. But it's when you say, I'm with you, and you did it.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, don't get involved in stuff like that. Like, that was younger days when it was weird. It was a hard one to avoid sometimes. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, what a touch, Vardy.
He should have come on earlier.
Oh,
come on.
Corner here.
Come on, England. Football is coming home. What are we saying? Colombia got this. Shut up.
Mate, the comments are behind, so you haven't been on the page. I can't even look at the comments. I don't want nothing. I just need to watch the game in my own time, like.
Oi. Hey, Javon, no screaming. No screaming. Please. I know.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to take you out.
Yeah, good shout. Oh! Oh, Dyer, mate. That was Dyer. Wee. You like that. Oh, this is terrible.
Mate, 6 minutes. 6 mins.
No, I'm not even going to say the word.
Oh, 6 mins.
But yeah, man.
Come on.
I remember on that Michael Page, right? I remember one of the first. I seen him fight loads locally. I seen him fight at
He's Michael Page.
The MMA guy.
Oh yeah.
And I think Michael was a year younger than me, so he would have been about 15, right? And we had World Championships in Italy. Marina de Massa is where we went. It was about 25 minutes outside Pisa. I remember this place. It was a beautiful little town right on the coast of Italy. It was amazing. We were out there, and it was team fighting. And he was 15. He got moved into adults team. He was that good, right? He was fighting against grown men. He was 15. And I want to say we were fighting. I want to say Germans. Could have been Italians. I forget the nation. And by again, I'd have to rewatch the video to get this exactly right, points-wise. But I think he went like these fights. So so what you had in the team fighting was you had 5 fighters from the same country of different weight cuts. So it'd be like under 55, 65, under 75, under 85, or over 85 kilo. So you had one from each fighting section, and they'd fight people from other countries. And it was best out of 5. So if you won the first 3 fights, you would go through to the next round. Michael was like the second or third fight up, and I think he was like 5-0 down. And I think it was a bit like, I'm fighting adults, so I'm maybe not nervous, but like this is more difficult than fighting kids. And he was 5-0 down, right? And there weren't long left. And I remember he went out there and he got 1 point, punched the guy in the head, got 1 point. And to break it down for you, punch to the head is 1 point, a punch and kick to the body is 1 point, kick to the head is 2 points, jumping kick to the head is 3 points. Punch the guy in the head, got 1 point, punch the guy in the head again, got another point, kick the guy to the head, literally, this is like bang, 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 like, oh, we're getting back. And then it was 5-4. There was no time left, and the guy just tried to stay away from him. Michael's gone forward, feinted something. The guy put his head out. He did like a jumping, spinning back kick. Boom, kicked the guy in the head. The crowd went mad. 6-5, and then the towel got. They feel like a towel or like a coloured thing in to say that was the end of the time to signify end of the time. Oh, you got a touch on that. That's a corner. To signify end of the fight.
Oh, no, it's not. No,
they
it's
didn't
not.
give it. That it was, but
boot that.
They've had some decisions go their way today. I'm not going to cry. Did he touch it though?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yes,
he definitely touched
did.
it.
But look, they should have a man sent off. So I'm not going to sit here and
Win
say.
some, lose some. Sorry, Colombia.
Oh, you're looking from that angle? Maybe not. That looks like Harry Kane's goal. You look at that angle. But yeah, so that was one of the most amazing fights I've ever seen in my life. Like it was crazy.
Go on. Oh. Come on, England. Oh. No, ref, don't you dare. Big man, for real? Fellaini. Or Nasser Chad. Sorry, I can't even allow myself to say
But I think what Germany's saying there, they're not really, they're trying to counter-attack us, and that's the thing. They don't want to, this is what people have, like, what's encouraging for England, that teams don't, oh, wow! It's another really bad, who is it this time?
It's Cuadrado. Only a yellow. That's only a yellow.
See, the irony is, that's a yellow, but the guy's foul earlier wasn't given, that is a yellow, right? I think that is a yellow, because it's not dangerous, it's just late, right?
Bruv.
Because he's not hitting him with studs. But you get a yellow for that, but man comes in earlier with 2 feet like this, catches Youngie, you give the foul, you don't even book him. Because he should have been sent off, and that's the issue I got, man. That man stepped up and banked in the winning penalty. It's an outrage.
Now, imagine England score from this. Scenes, mate.
No, I'm just...
Come on.
I'm just not that confident anymore. I hope I'm wrong. I want England to do it so bad. We deserve it, I feel. Good ball. Spina, man.
That's decent keeping. Well, why don't you do it for Arsenal? What for? You're not wrong.
Oh, for a second there, I thought you said Danny Rose looks like rats. I was like, what? You know when you're not listening to someone, you only hear it like peripherally. Is it peripheral if it's, that's if you see things? What's it if you hear something?
Listen, we got what you meant, innit?
Yeah, and I'm just trying to... The other night, like, I get that with words. I get the wrong word in my head sometimes, right? Trippier, long throw in the box here. Maguire heads it. Cleared again. Do you know, I have to give Colombia credit. They have defended so well. Apart from when they gave the penalty away, they have defended astutely. Yeah, last night I got the word dogmatic in my head rather than dogged. Saying that, like, I was talking about Lucas Torreira, saying I was meant to say he's dogged in midfield. And I kept on saying dogmatic, which has nothing to do with being a tenacious central midfielder. And after someone made a comment, I was like, oh yeah, I do that a lot. Like, you know, I kept on calling Morocco, Monaco.
Yeah.
And once I say it once, it's there. I can't get rid of it.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah, I love Pringles. Oh, I love a Pringle. Favourite crisps?
No. Thank you, ref.
That's it. Nice. A minute left.
It's a minute.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, I think we know what's going to happen.
I'm thinking, honestly, I don't know if I've ever been this nervous in my life.
It's big. Alright, what? Score now. Shoot. Go on, Rashford.
No, take possession. There's no point shooting there. Oh, that bad touch. You might have to bring him down here. You might have to bring him down here. That's our ball. No, ref. We've done too much of that in extra time. They're really poor touches.
It's good keeping.
Oh, Spina.
Oh my God.
Dark arts, bruv. Dark arts.
They're mad.
Do you know what? I think Colombia are very happy for penalties. If they get a chance of a counter, they'll go for it. But they're happy with penalties.
I've never seen a Spina do anything like that.
3 minutes, 30 minutes is up.
Oh, no.
Oh, 1 minute. Bruv.
I'm strapping myself in. Sorry.
No, this ain't fair, man. Why?
What do you mean it's not fair, bruv? Come on. What's wrong with you? Let's go. It's pens. It's got to be pens. Unless Colombia score now, but that's not going to happen. You know why? Football's coming home. Come on.
They switched the play well there. That's a fucking good switch. But I wish we had the ball now.
Hey, ref, blow the whistle.
Oh, no.
Ref, blow the whistle.
Oh,
hey, ref, I beg you, blow the whistle. Ref.
They're going to get a corner.
Okay.
Right, goal kick. Cool.
Well done.
Well, it's penalties then. There's 20 seconds left. We're not going to score in the next 20 seconds. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, ref. Blow the whistle. Jeez. Look. Come on, England.
Yeah. England need Fellaini. Seen them comments on there, man. We've been live for an hour now.
All right, I'm going to take that.
Yeah. You go bathroom. We got any videos to play? Yeah. Don't play an 8, man. It's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, penalty shootouts. I'm proud of my nation. I said if we reach a quarter final, that would be an achievement. You know, we haven't quite fulfilled that. If we go out now, we haven't quite fulfilled my expectations. We haven't beaten a big and a good side. Colombia have come back and have drawn the game. But maybe going through on penalty shootouts is what's needed in terms of the confidence side of things. But I think if it's one of the, honestly, my honest assessment is there's pros and cons of both teams. Whoever goes through kind of deserves it. I don't think. I can't honestly, like, being unbiased. Like, if either team wins, I think it's fair. I really do. I think if both have defended well, both have had really good moments. But as a general, like, would you say the same, Adam?
What's that?
If I know we want England to go through, but if Colombia go through, I wouldn't say it's unfair.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It would be a fair result. It's like, you know, and do you know what? England, Colombia, I said we can beat them. I said they can beat us. We're pretty even teams.
Yes, we are.
But
come on, England. Oh, mate. Oh. Whew. England, you know. England. Penalties.
I'm just seeing like everything's here, just typical England. Typical England.
I'm not even looking at the phone. I don't want to know.
No, do you know what it is? Like, honestly, but you know, I'm whatever happens, I haven't stitched myself up this World Cup. Yeah, I've done the whole come on, it's coming. No, I've done the whole jokey, it's coming home stuff. Proud of England here, but you've heard me in how many shows? Like, for me,
you like, kept a very level head
because I didn't expect to get this far to get out of the group, but this is a young England side. The next World Cup is a target for these kids. It really, really is. But not just having said that, you know, we should have seen those last couple of minutes out. Like, we should have done. And there's been criticism in every game for the England side. We're not a complete team. We've done well. We've been attacking at times. If we can win a penalty shootout, though, it changes everything because we don't win penalties. We haven't won a penalty shootout since 1996.
Oh, come on, this is a different England. Different England.
Like, some of the guys that work for us on UFF weren't born when England won a penalty shootout. Like, the guys of Louis, like, anyone who's under the age of 22 hasn't seen England win a penalty shootout.
Wow.
And anyone who's, say, under, say, 26, 27 won't even remember that.
Nah.
So, that is the truth. So, it's literally almost anyone, you've got to be 30 years old or older to remember England winning a penalty shootout. So, so that's what, you know, I mean, the nerves are there. But good luck to England. Honestly saying this, good luck to England. Good luck to Colombia as well, because, you know, we try to be as unbiased as we can here on FanPark Live. It is difficult with two Englishmen here.
There's no bias. Listen, I'm biased. I hope England win.
No, I hope England win, but I'm wishing other people good luck.
Nah, bon Colombia.
Did you see, just before this starts, just to get rid of nerves, did you see what the Japan squad did after leaving their dressing room?
What?
They left their dressing room, like, immaculate. Like, they cleaned it. It was, like, proper, not just like they sweeped up the stuff. It looked like it had never been used. They left a little sign saying, thank you very much. Like, something like, thank you very much, see you again, in Russian. And just, like, politely left the tournament. And it was like, most people, most nations, most clubs, when they leave a dressing room, just leave it fucked. And I just thought, what amazing respect. And I'm seeing all the comments on there from, like, people that run, like, Sunday league teams and school teachers and stuff. And they're all like, we try to teach this to our kids, like, to leave dressing rooms, like, especially when you're away from home and you're playing somewhere else. And they were like, that is like an example. But that comes from culture, how you're brought up. Do you know what I mean? Like, in terms of one of them things. But let's go, England. I thought Pickford was...
I was going to say, is he crying, bruv? What's wrong with him?
Like, the only guy that shouldn't feel pressure is the goalie.
Yeah. I don't want to see that.
Do you know what? The only thing that I think you can have a go at a goalie for in a penalty shootout. You ever seen those penalties where a keeper saves it, goes up in the air, and it like bounces and rolls in, and they're celebrating? Like, never do that, bro. Never do that. I always get, oh man.
No, Spain ain't got this, fam. Come on, England. Woo! Come on, listen, dear God, please, can you make England win this penalty shootout, please? Imagine Harry Kane
misses.
Yeah.
remember you saying it. Like, I don't believe in, like, you saying it isn't going to make it happen.
No,
like,
you're right.
But these things happen. Look, Ericsson stepped up yesterday. Sorry, what? Oh, take them off.
Yeah, all right. It's true.
Yeah, good shout. No, that's like we're preparing to win, and I don't like.
No,
that.
we are. Come on.
Keep your heads. Woo. Yeah, we've kept our heads. We're shitting ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. But listen, we're not playing professional football.
Do you know what though? I actually, if we go out, I'm proud of the team.
Yeah,
because it's the best.
Definitely.
This is the best I've seen us play in a knockout game for 12 years. Falcao's going up first. I'm going to text. If he scores, I'm going to text him.
What?
So I text him to see if he texts back later.
What are you going to say?
prick.
Yes, come on. That's what we love.
I won't do that. I won't do that.
You stupid boy. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Here we go.
Oh, bro, I'm nervous, boy. Oh. Come on. Oi. Anything can happen. It's a lottery. And some people win the lotteries. That's it. That's it, Jordan. You put him off.
Falcao's composed, man.
Nah, forget Falcao. It's a miss.
Wuzza. Oh, good penalty. High down the middle. Unless you stand up, you ain't saving that.
That's a great pen.
We were talking about this the other day, right? As a goalie, do you wait or do you go early?
Nah, he went early, mate.
If you go, the thing is, I think if you go early and the guy is composed enough, he just changes his mind and puts it down the middle of the other side. Harry Kane stepping up first here.
I cannot watch.
Can you not watch? Javon, can you come watch with us, please? I don't like someone watching another room. Bob, come in here. No, but I don't want you watching a different room, please. Come watch in here, mate. Please watch in here. Yes! Perfect penalty. Perfect penalty.
Harry Kane. Harry.
Do you know what? I'm hoping that the one thing I'm hoping Southgate's, because we know what Southgate's been through. Hopefully he knows what he didn't do right in the lead up to his penalty, and he's able to translate that.
Okay.
Quadrado next.
This guy that shouldn't even be on the pitch. Anyway, let's go. You'll miss. What's that?
My nan used to do it to try and put people off. Rest their soul. My whole family does it. Wuzza. Yeah, I know.
Alright, that's funny.
It's just wuzza. It doesn't always work.
Nah, wuzza.
That's it.
Wuzza.
That's what we're gonna do. Wuzza. Oh my God! Maybe I'll stop.
Yeah, you got chill with that.
Thanks, Nan.
Oh, mate.
For Quadrado, that I don't even rate as a technically good player. That's a serious pen. You ain't saving that.
Nah, that's a great pen.
If you had Pickford and Joe Hart and Rashford,
he's gone the right way though.
Yeah, he has.
Rashford, you know what? Big up you for stepping up to take a pen, man. Honestly, Rashford, that takes some. It takes some nerve. Nah, Javon, don't do that, man.
Nah, Javon, you're making me more nervous than the players.
I see you pacing.
I don't like that run up. Oh, Rashford! That is a penalty, boy. That is a penalty. Done your nation proud there, son. Done your nation proud.
Yeah. I love that. Ospina's guessed the right way twice as well.
Yeah,
though.
true.
And listen, if I was in that thing, it would make me want to change my mind. Because it means he's done his own work.
I always think if you're going to change your mind, you've got to wait for the goalie to make a move. If not, then you've got to... Like, it doesn't matter what you see the goalie doing, you're drilling it into where you've got to put it.
Yeah.
But it's nerve. It's always nerve when it comes down to this.
Come on, you've got to miss this.
Come on.
You've got to miss this. Or
come on, Pickford. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Save it, son.
You're better than here.
Oh, he sent him. No, that's gone, I think. I didn't understand that ABBA rule, did you?
No. Pickford, man. You went too early.
Yeah, see, as soon as he's gone early, he stopped it, just clipped it. That's a composed penalty taker. All you got to do is wait.
He's even celebrating because he thought it was going to...
Henderson doing kick-ups to the spot. What are you doing, bruv?
He thinks he's bad. If he misses now, he's going to get trolled. Hey, Liverpool are going to get it. Nah, he won't. He won't.
No, do you know, any England player, I don't care who they play for, they're not getting nothing from me. They're just getting an unlucky son because they won't be the first, they won't be the last. Come on, Hendo. I've seen you score penalties for Liverpool. Hit it well. Hit it hard and well, and it's a goal. Saved.
Yo.
It's gone the right way every time, Ospina. That's it. I'm sorry, England are out now. Done.
Yo.
That weren't even that bad a penalty. The goalie's just gone early, and he's got it right. If they score this, it's finished, mate. I'm telling you now. I can't, but another penalty shootout, man. In all fairness to Colombia, their penalties have been solid, all of them.
Yeah.
So you can't, like, Pickford can't do anything about it. And look, Henderson's weren't even that bad, actually. It wasn't the worst penalty I've seen in my life.
Right, hold on.
But it's telegraphed when you go to the post that far away. You can't hit with as much power. Don't go so early, Pickford. Match point if he scores this. Oh, he missed it! Yes!
Come on!
Whoa!
Come on! Come on, bro! Yes!
Javan, come
yes!
here with us, man.
Yes!
We need the...
About England. Come on, bruv! Dead you. Look at that penalty. What's that? Come on. Picky. Come on. We're back in it. We're back in it.
Who's stepping up? Is that Trippier?
Yeah, yeah. He'll score that. He'll score that. It's Kieran. Kieran with the fade. And the show line.
Score this and we're back in it. Score this, we're back in it. Come on, Trippier, son.
Okay.
He's got a good delivery. I think someone who can pass and got good delivery. Confident.
In.
Oh, lovely! Absolutely beautiful. Stone cold.
That's it. And walk it off. Now Pickford, it's on you.
Save this, score it, we're through.
There you go.
Easy.
There you go.
It's not easy, but you know what I mean.
Nah, that's a pen as well.
Miss one, score one, quick maths.
Yeah, love that.
Baka.
Dead you.
Do you know what I do love in here, right? You and Chris are the same. Talk. At times you go really street.
Yeah, we have to.
I get that, bro.
Notice how we didn't say that word and he missed the penalty, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not saying it again. Come on, Pickers. Come on, Pickers, boy. Come on, Pickers, boy. Come on, son. Get your saving. Get your saving. Get your saving. Come on, mate. Come on, boy. Yeah! Come on!
Yes! Come on! That's right. That's right. That's right. Pickford. Come on. Yeah. Come on. And boom, what a hand. What a hand. Come on. Who's stepping up? Who is it? Oi. Eric Dyer. He will score. He will score. Come on.
Oh my
God. Come on. Come on. Come on, England. It's coming home. I swear to God it's coming home.
Dyer. Who are you?
It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming home.
Yes! Come on!
Yeah. Oi.
Yes, boys, come here.
Come on.
Fucking come here. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
yes.
That's
come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Woo.
That's the most important thing we could have done in this World Cup. Win a penalty shootout.
Listen.
After missing one.
And you know what, Jordan Henderson? Big up you for taking one.
Yes,
you missed,
mate, straight
but
up.
it's all right. It's okay.
We won a penalty shootout, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on.
We won a penalty shootout and a knockout game.
England.
Oh, wow.
England.
It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. Come on. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Look at the comments coming through. He missed. All laughing at Henderson. Tossers. Look at this. Look at it. Look at the comments. And then, yes, England have done it. It's amazing.
Come on.
Oh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Amazing. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, just creeped in. I don't care.
It's fine.
I have literally waited since I was a child for us to win a penalty shootout. So proud of this team. Look at them go. Look at the boys.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes. Oi, listen. I feel like crying.
I know. We're through. And we've got Sweden in the quarterfinals. We can go all the way. I don't know about that yet, but we can do this. Come on!
It's coming home. Come
Look
on,
at us. I just can't
Look at that
believe it.
Look at that bond.
I can't believe it.
Look at that bond. Come on.
So I got to make a phone call. He might not answer. I'm going to try and with my brother. I'm going to get my brother on the air. We'll have to put him through the microphone. I don't care how shoddy it is. But I need to ring my family because We ain't never seen no penalty shootout win. Not since I've had hair on my balls. Do you know what I mean?
That's right. You cry.
England have been there. We've been gutted before. Ooh. Amazing. Come on, answer your phone.
Welcome.
He's in the pub. He can't hear us. They are just so happy.
Listen, I wish I was in the pub right now, man.
Thanks. I know what you're saying, bro. Oh, wow. Look.
Yeah,
I said whoever went through before the penalty shootout deserved, because even game, fair play to Colombia.
Woo!
They were
Come on, bruv. It's coming home. Listen.
And I'm really happy for Henderson. Because so many England players have missed penalties in the past.
That can destroy you.
And then it's gone down. And look, a long way to go yet. I'll make us favourites against Sweden. Care not. We're favourites against Sweden. Sweden are not as good as Colombia.
No, they're not.
Favourites against them. But Saturday, baby.
Woo!
Saturday.
Come on. Yes! Come on. Hey.
We won a penalty shootout.
Listen.
We won a penalty shootout, ladies and gentlemen. We won a penalty shootout. We won a penalty shootout. We won a penalty shootout. I'm trying to get my dad. Where's my dad? Where's my dad at? Yeah, exactly, man.
Hendino.
Let's try and get my dad on the phone. He might not even watch my work.
I've got 300 messages. Hey.
There you got 300 messages.
Yo.
300 messages. Yeah, we've been ignoring our phones the whole time. My dad's probably in bed. He's old. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, he's watching it, of course.
He must be.
But
no one's answering their phones.
Hello,
Dad. You all right?
Yeah, what a game.
Absolutely. Can you believe? You're live on the air, by the way, Dad. Can you believe England won a penalty shootout?
Yes, I can, because I think it was retribution for Gareth Southgate and Euro '96.
Yes, boy.
And if I'm live on air, I want to say something. Well, apart from well done England and well done every single player, I would like to say that as an old man that's watched football since the 1960s, Colombia were an absolute disgrace tonight with their antics. An absolute disgrace, and it was justifiable that they lost. And they can cry all the way home to South America. They get no shrift from me at all. England, I thought, were magnificent. Every single player. I don't think anybody had a really bad game. But wow. We're in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
What can you say?
And when you, I know, look, we're not writing off Sweden, but we've got Sweden in the quarterfinals. And
not at all.
It'll be a tough game, but do you make England favourites to go through to the semis?
Yes, I do, and I think we're probably slight favourites to get through to the final. We've got to get through Sweden. Absolutely no question about that. They've proved their worth in getting through to the quarterfinals. You can't knock any team for that. But I think we go into that game slight favourites. I think that if we do get through to the semi-finals it's Saturday, isn't it?
Yes, Saturday. Yes, Saturday's quarter-final, yeah.
Yeah, I think if we do get through to the semi-finals, we'll probably play Croatia. I thought that they were lucky to get through against, oh my goodness me. Yeah, Denmark. I thought they looked shot, but they'll come back again stronger. I think Harry Kane will get the golden boot. I think that Spurs, my team, as you know, have probably had more goal scorers in this World Cup than any other club, which is just good. But well done, England. Well done, Gareth Southgate. Great match tonight. Great result. I didn't think we were going to do it, but we did.
Absolutely. Dad, I'll speak to you later, all right?
Yeah, see you later, mate.
Right,
bye-bye.
Dad. Bye-bye. There you go. I feel my dad's right there. We've got some calls we're going to get through now as well. Thanks, Dad, for coming on the air, chatting to us. He's right about the antics.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that Noah?
No.
Who's that?
David.
Hello, David. How you feeling? How you diddling? How you feeling after that?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
It's majestic, isn't it? To win a knockout game, to win a penalty shootout.
I tell you, I'm talking to two people here from the sounds of it.
You are. There's two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are. What else do you want to say, mate?
I thought I was speaking to Teddy and Adam.
You are?
You are?
Oh, what brilliant, mate, innit?
Mate, you're brilliant. You're brilliant.
I am
How proud are you? How proud are you of this England side tonight?
Oh, very proud, mate. Absolutely buzzing. I can't believe it. We've won a penalty shootout. But the thing I'm most proud about is, like your dad said, Colombia got all they deserved for what they did. It was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I agree. I've probably been a little bit diplomatic watching it, and I was doing that more so because I didn't want to upset the gods and knock us out. But it's right that it's the only way they could nullify England in that game is by being filthy, by being dirty, by cheating and violent. And justice won. They say cheats never win. Sometimes they do. Tonight, I think the right result happened. It was a fair result. It really, really was. England kept their nerve. And do you know what? To be a penalty and a half away from going out,
that's it.
They miss. We score 2 on the bounce, and Pickford comes up with a great save. Do you make us favourites now to beat Sweden?
I do. I mean, I was 14 when we won the World Cup, so I'm 66 years old. I'm hoping to win another one before I cock it.
Yes, boy. Yes.
Yeah, my man.
We got to do it for David.
Brother, David, thank you for calling us up, mate. We'll chat to you soon, my friend. Bye-bye.
No worries, mate.
Take
Cheers,
care,
Daddy.
fella.
Bye, mate. Bye, Adam.
Don't,
see you later,
don't
man.
Die. Don't die on us.
Come
Not
on.
till after we bring it home.
16th of July, maybe.
Oh, we're going to have a call. Yo, welcome to FanPark Live. It's coming home.
Yes, my name's Mohammed.
Yes, Mohammed. Go on.
Yeah.
How you
I'm
feeling?
happy for you, English fans. I'm happy for you, guys.
Oh, yeah, because you're Portuguese, mate. Yeah, I forgot. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was so nerve-wracking, the game.
It
I
was.
think England done so well. They dominated Colombia.
That's
They
right.
deserved the penalty. It was a penalty. They are a dirty team.
What do you think about their antics?
Colombia or England? Sorry?
Colombia.
Yeah, they're a very dirty team. They're the same as Tunisia players. They always keep grabbing and holding the English players.
That's right.
They need to be sorted out.
That's right. They need to be sorted out.
Absolutely. Mohammed, mate, thank you very much for ringing us as always, brother. Thank you. And take care. Sorry, I was going to say thanks. Sorry, but we've got loads to get through. What did you say, mate? What? Who's that? Who could I hear in my ears? I said pure swearing. Hello, welcome to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hello there, Terry. It's Anthony.
Hello, Anthony. How's it going, mate?
Well, a lot better than I expected it to be.
Oh, this guy is drunk as
How much have you had to drink, bruv?
Not that much. Well, not that much.
Not that much. Not that much. Yeah.
Could you drive a car right now?
No bloody way. I'm disqualified from bloody driving.
Listen,
I get my licence back on the 25th.
Hey, good luck to you on that one. Listen, how proud are you of England tonight?
I'm very proud. This is Anthony from Broadstairs. I talked to you a while ago and you gave me a nickname which I thought I would never bloody forget. Now I've completely forgotten. I've watched England over the years and I've almost given up on them. I think it was Peru which we should have beaten, but I could be wrong. And me and my mates all went down the pub. It should have been a game we won easily, and we lost again. And the thing that really concerned me about this match was that Colombia was really a team we should have mullered. But we didn't. And when we conceded a goal with a couple of minutes to go, I would have bet my bloody mortgage if I had one on England losing.
Anthony, come on. It's time for positivity. Come on.
I know, but I just seen it so many times before.
Yeah.
I would have basically bet my life that England would have lost, especially when we went to penalties.
Listen, it's a new dawn. There's no time.
And then they did it.
We did it, mate. Thank you very much, Gordon Anthony. Enjoy some more of your sherbets, young man.
Well, I'll tell you what, Terry. It's fantastic.
Welcome to all the viewers from AFTV, Arsenal Fan TV. We're now live on their channel as well. More calls. Let's get them out there.
Professor McGonagall. Hello. You're free to FanPark Live. And when do you think he's going to come home? Hello.
Hi.
Hello, mate. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Yasin.
Hello, Yasin. How you doing?
Jesus, my heart was going a million miles per hour during that game.
Yes, it was. Of course it was, Yasin.
How does it feel to see England win a penalty shootout?
To be fair, I've never seen England win a penalty shootout, so it feels so sweet right now.
You sound younger than 22 years old, right?
About 15.
No, I'm not that old.
Yeah, exactly. So you literally have not been alive when it's happened. So amazing feats. That's how long it's been. When you look going forward, think England will get past Sweden?
No, I think we've got enough to get past Sweden. Of course. To be fair.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's most likely going to be Croatia. And then after that, hopefully we'll make the final.
Yes. Hello.
Absolutely.
Yes, bro.
Mate, really appreciate your call. Thank you for coming on. And just enjoy the rest of the tournament. Cheers, mate. We have a bit of a Skype call going, and Javern always goes, we've got a three-way happening. And thank you for explaining it to us that way, Javern. He was in the other room the whole time as well. I never seen him back. He's just sitting out of a room. Just shit. Let's go. Where's the Skype?
Terry, everyone's writing off. Shut up.
No one's writing Sweden off. No one's writing them
Where's
off.
the Skype?
Yo!
Skype!
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah.
That's how you win a penalty shootout for the first time in 2 and a bit decades.
Weren't she supporting Colombia?
Are you feeling? This is our interview with you guys, man. It doesn't matter about our opinion.
Interview us.
Come on.
Do it.
We're so proud of you. We're so happy for you.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter what we think. What do you think, Terry? We want to hear nothing but Terry. Terry interview. What does Terry think right now?
Mate, for
3-1. I want to know about it. 3-1.
I have
3-1.
The last time we won a penalty shootout, I was 7, 8 years old, maybe a little bit older than that, about 8, 9 years old, and I've seen us lose so many times. I've seen us play horrible football in knockout tournaments, and to perform quite well, to dominate the majority of a game, to have a setback and still come back and go through. It's literally all I asked for this World Cup. I said to my brother weeks ago, if we just win a penalty shootout, I've won the trophy as far as I'm concerned, because that's what I wanted. This England team had this horrible mental block, and we've overcome that now. So for me, it's amazing.
Did you throw up at the 93rd minute goal? Be honest. Did you throw up?
No, do you know what? At the 93rd minute, it was like we were live on the air. It was gutting, but it was a case of we've been the better team.
That's
so let's keep our heads. It probably took us about 15, 20 minutes after that to become the dominant team again, because we were a little bit shot. And, oh, bless her. Or is it a girl?
Why do you
I literally, it's the smallest screen I can see. It looks like a girl. I'm asking. I don't want to say it.
Why do you put Trippier on the post instead of Henderson?
Yeah, that's true, because Trippier's a hobbit. He is a hobbit, ain't he? So it's one of them. I don't know. Look, there's definitely some areas that I think that are ripe for criticism. I'll probably do that tomorrow after I get over the adulation of winning. But Adam, from your point of view, like, did you, because you didn't ever lose confidence, did you?
No, I'm telling you, like, I know you were trying to say that Colombia had defended well and they were actually better than they were trying to represent themselves as, but I saw us play them off the park.
Yeah.
I saw an England team that did well, that didn't lose confidence in themselves, which is most important, and that actually were having fun, taking chances and doing what they had to do out there. And I think it's so important for their confidence. They've won a penalty shootout, and the papers. I think Kane said that he's been avoiding social media, but he better get on and see the support that he's receiving, because they all deserve it.
The most dangerous Colombia looked was in counter, and you guys set up to stomp that out, and it was beautiful. It was a masterclass by Harry Maguire. I thought Harry Maguire was probably one of the best players on the pitch. We watched it here, and it was just like, man, he was willing to stick his nose in anywhere. And, you know, all credit to a guy that I slayed a lot in Ashley Young. I think Ashley Young ran until his legs were gone.
That's right.
So, you know, all credit. Go ahead.
My thought on that was Colombia was more dangerous when everybody was standing around. Not when the game was actually playing, but when they did. And I'm not going to say that's a headbutt, because Zidane was a headbutt. That was more of an embrace with a little
Get off
bit
me.
of force behind it that ended in an upwards motion. Okay, it was a damn headbutt, but that was probably
You
the.
can't do that in our game. You know, you can't do that. For me, get out of here. When you look at the Colombia's performance, though, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not at all, 10 being like arrestable offences, how filthy and dirty did they behave in that game?
7.
That's right.
7.
Cody, why are you laughing at that? They were filth, honestly.
I'd say they were a 7, but Mark Geiger's officiating skills were about a negative 50. Dude is rolled up dog shit.
He is horrible. He's the worst ref in the MLS. Pro referee.
That guy's fucking crap.
I don't know how he even made it onto FIFA World Stage. That's ridiculous.
But I mean that's why I told everybody when I found out he was officiating I think it was the Germany-Sweden game, why I just lost my shit. Because that guy's garbage. I mean, he asked Ronaldo for an autographed shirt after the Portugal game. Portugal-Morocco game. So, I mean, that dude's a fan. He's not a ref. He's also an ass clown. But, I mean, you could see towards the end of the game, and I was talking to some people about it, of Colombia started to try to bait England players into reacting. Like, I don't know which Colombian player it was that rubbed his head on the back of Jordan Henderson's head. And when Jordan Henderson threw his head backwards, that got a reaction. Henderson got a card. So, I mean, you could tell Colombia started pulling that crap towards the end of the game.
Absolutely.
About Barrios?
Yeah.
He was also the guy that did the headbutt, too. So, I mean, it's like and everything about Colombia was we're at a size disadvantage. We're not necessarily at a talent disadvantage, but they weren't the better team. And you could tell they came today to get chippy. And England didn't get sucked into it again. We've mentioned that again. There were a lot of cards because the game got out of control. But you don't. I don't think you have anybody missing the next round. Do you have anyone missing for accumulation, Terry? Can you help me with that?
Nah, we don't.
No, so
Okay.
it doesn't matter now. If you get booked in the next game, it doesn't stop you from playing in the semis now because they get all yellow cards get removed after the quarterfinals.
But what I'm saying is you don't have anybody that accumulated and can't.
No one missing the next game. No.
So you pretty much got through unscathed from what just was a chippy war.
Yeah.
So consider it a win in my book.
No, I understand that completely.
I mean, the best Colombian player in my eyes was sitting in the stands.
Yeah.
I mean, James Rodriguez is that actual difference maker that they needed at different points. And Juan Cuadrado is not it. Falcao's not it. Falcao and Cuadrado are the guys that benefit, and Mira are guys that benefit from James doing what he does.
Yeah.
And
he creates, and they succeed.
They play off of
You
it.
could see that in Quintero today too, because Quintero wasn't able to get through. There was no feed. There was no through ball. There was no number 10 out there on the pitch.
That's what James does. That's what he does. He sets up the play for these sports always.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what I said. Is England is going to need to still find that creative person. Today it was a little bit of Sterling making those runs and just making penetration through the middle. I'm interested to know what you guys think. Where did you see the majority of England's offensive attack coming from? That was successful, at least.
Successful.
Look, I think Harry Kane and Lingard played okay. I think Dele Alli and Sterling have been a little bit off in this World Cup, and their first touches and their final balls haven't been particularly great. I think the fullbacks have offered us great width in terms of getting deliveries into the box, and there are still improvements for England to make. I still think it was difficult today because whenever we started to look a little fluid, Colombia broke the game up with their antics, and I think that was their tactic. It was to stop England getting into full flow. And what I would say about Colombia, though, I'm positive, they defended very, very well. There's a number of times we got into the box, and every time a player of ours was about to pull the trigger, they managed to get the block in, or they stopped the cross from coming in. So there was some really good defending from Colombia at the same time. But there's still lots of room for improvement for this England side as well. And with 1, 2, 3, yeah, go on.
Terry, can you beat Sweden and Croatia and play for a World Cup final?
Yes, England can. England can do that. And again, I said the same about Colombia. We can beat them. We just need to stay focused. Hopefully not get any bad injuries. And if we had the same mentality for the next game, and then hopefully the game after that, God bless her, as we did for that entire 2 and a bit hours tonight. England can make a World Cup final here. The draw is favourable for us, but we have to stay mentally focused, otherwise we'll come a cropper. Guys,
I wish you all the best.
I'll tell you exactly the secret weapon England needs. I'm telling you now, Jamie Vardy. Chat shit, get banged.
Oi, that's my guy. Yes.
Guys, wild.
Love that.
We need the Vardy party. Chat shit, get back. Notice when you brought Jamie Vardy in, they didn't pull that damn cheap shot and shit. They know what Jamie Vardy's about. He won't put up with that shit. That little fucker, I love him to death.
Thank you all for tuning in.
I love Jamie Vardy to
death.
death.
Thank you very much. We'll chat to you guys again soon. Take care.
Talk to you soon, brother.
Cheers, cheers. Have we got
Yes, sir.
to go to, James? Yeah. Can you play him?
I tell you, listen. Nah. There's no freezing.
Put them in for us, because I do have to leave, because I've actually got to be somewhere in a bit of time. We've overrun by like an hour, so I need to go.
Nah, man.
I have to.
I'm going for 3 hours.
I have to go and pick somebody up. Like it's from an airport, so I literally got to go. And I'm live on the air, but we overrun by like an hour or so. So
what? They can't get taxi now?
No, they're too old. So I've got to go and do this. Here, the comment sections always make me laugh there. But guys, I am gonna bail out live on the air. This is YouTube. That's gonna happen. We've got no videos to break to. I was gonna have a nice little clean transition. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, cool. We are gonna have some videos. There we go. Terry got reservations at Chili's. Something like that. God damn, we got King. Oh, I know it's a bit. If I win, IKEA will be cheaper. That's Kingdom of Sweden are talking to us there. There we go.
Listen, you're gonna get. Nah. Listen, they know what time it is.
I love that we're gonna ask Terry. It's us versus us and Terry. I was like,
Yeah, nice. Listen, you're what they want.
It's America.
Yeah, America. You know what? It's actually true.
No, I'm saying. There we go. Chili beans. I like chili beans. Sweden isn't beating England. If they do, it will be on pens.
Nah, it won't, man.
England will beat. For me, okay, it's hard. Sweden. Look, I haven't said that. Sweden has beat Holland, Italy. They nearly beat Germany.
Yeah.
They obviously knocked out Switzerland today. That are hard to break down. So they've beaten some good teams along the way. There's no doubt.
But every one of these teams, these plucky little stories that they have, it ends at some point. And who better to end that dream than England?
Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Are the videos ready? Let's put the videos on. I'll see you guys later.
Fuck Colombia! Yes, England, it's coming home! It's fucking coming home!
Ooh, congrats, England! Good job!
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Drifty for the Football Banter Show. Man, just about got my breath back. Why did England do this to us? Why did they do this to us, man? Oh my days, I've got a headache. I think I've lost my voice. That was a crazy end to the game. A game that England were actually in control of for the majority, in my opinion. The Colombians were losing their heads. They were fouling. They were diving. They were doing some crazy antics in normal time. And England were just playing well, man. They were calm. And then they just get that goal right at the end, which is a shame after that unbelievable save from Pickford. And then we just looked a little bit shaky, but we got through it. We regrouped. And then penalties, man. Henderson, you got bailed out, bro, and I'm so happy because the heat would have come down on him, boy. Even Dyer's penalty, I think Ospina was lucky that because that was a poor penalty as well. Ospina should have got to that, but we're through. Who cares? We're into the next round. It's got to be the semis now. Got to be.
What's up, Arsenal football fan? Just finished watching England versus Colombia. Not gonna lie, I think that was probably the dirtiest match I've ever seen. Colombia should have been on WWE. That was, I think, a bit ridiculous. I think England, well, yeah, they didn't play great. Let's be honest. I think they got the lucky, well, not a lucky penalty. They got a penalty, but it wasn't a. They didn't build. Their build-up play wasn't great for me. I think once they got to the final part, the section, they didn't know how to finish. They were struggling quite a bit, obviously, with Colombia being quite dirty and rough. So obviously Colombia did that to control them, and they did quite well. I think Pickford's saves in the end was just, I think I've been working up the entire hotel, but it's fine. That was a very, very exciting game. So yeah.
Fuck Colombia! Yes, England, it's coming home! It's fucking coming home!
Listen, Terry's gone to go pick somebody up. I've got loads of messages to get through, and we're gonna end the stream here. I'm doing it by myself, but I just have one thing to tell you, and that is that football is coming home. Thank you very much for watching.